be an obvious 10-7.
This is a young kid.
There's his eye, obviously.
This is Mariana Gomez, just 18 years old. To many, she looked like an ordinary young woman chasing a normal life with a bright future ahead of her.
Put that stuff down real quick. Want to drop your bag as well?
My mom or something.
But behind that appearance was a chain of choices that would place her at the center of a murder investigation and forever change the lives of everyone involved. On the 19th of May, 2024, a routine drive through a remote desert area near Albuquerque, New Mexico, ended with a grim discovery. After spotting what appeared to be a body lying in the dirt, a couple immediately called 911, prompting deputies to respond and launching a murder investigation that would reveal far more than anyone expected.
Bernalillo County 911, what is the address of your emergency?
There's no address.
Tell me exactly what happened, sir.
We're just driving by and my mom saw a body.
Okay, and that's exactly where you're at right now?
Yeah.
You think they're beyond any help?
Yeah, I think they're...
Okay, stay on the line, okay? Can you tell their race?
It might be Hispanic.
How old does he look?
Let me get a little closer.
No, you don't have to get closer, just approximately of what you think.
Maybe 20 to 30.
Okay, and you think he's beyond any help?
Yeah, his color of skin looks very dark, so I don't think he...
You want to try to do CPR?
What's that?
We have help coming, but if you think there may be a possibility, we can try to work on him and do CPR if you feel comfortable.
I don't think so. His whole face is...
Moments later, deputies arrived at the scene and began processing the crime scene. The victim was identified as 16-year-old Jesus Quintana Cota, who had suffered multiple gunshot wounds, including a devastating shot to the eye, along with signs of a struggle before his death. From the condition of the body and the physical evidence surrounding it, investigators quickly concluded that this was a deliberate killing rather than a random act of violence. But with no witnesses and no obvious suspects, the investigation began with one haunting question. Who wanted this teenager dead?
Well, the coming from the ears too.
Yeah. You think it was done out here, or you think they dropped him here?
I think it was done out here. Because the way the
No.
could have been standing up when it happened. The fact that he's laying down and it's all going downward into the dirt.
There's a shell there.
Oh.
Why no shoe, though?
Unless there was a struggle.
How old do you think he is? Definitely not 21.
How do you say that?
He just looks very, like, undeveloped still, you know?
Yeah.
If he got
Back of the head.
unless his eye is the exit hole. But if it's that, it would be a lot bigger, you would think.
Yeah.
So you should ask if anybody's called in about their kid missing.
We showed up. He is definitely deceased.
Right.
There's no need for them to be like, let me check his pulse. Like, they're just going to contaminate the scene more. Obviously, we contaminated it already by walking up here, but who cares? There's his eye.
The investigation quickly revealed that the murder did not begin in the desert it had started a month earlier. In April 2024, Jesus allegedly opened fire on a car driven by another teenager, Daniel Garcia. Although no one was injured, detectives believe the incident planted the seed for a carefully planned act of revenge. According to investigators, Daniel and Dominic Marquez recruited 18-year-old Mariana Gomez to lure Jesus into a trap. Mariana later claimed she had no choice, saying the boys threatened to kill her if she refused to help. The plan unfolded through social media. Mariana invited Jesus to meet up, convincing him he was going on a genuine date. Instead, she led him straight into an ambush. The teenagers later told detectives they drove Jesus to a remote desert area southwest of the city, where an unidentified older man whom they claimed was Daniel's uncle, a man in his 40s or 50s wearing a sombrero, was the one who fired the fatal shots. After the murder, the group abandoned Jesus' body in the desert and drove away. Just 1 month later, all 3 teenagers were arrested, setting the stage for the interrogations that followed. A month after Jesus' murder, the investigation took a turning point when Mariana Gomez Semis was arrested. On the same day Mariana was arrested, Daniel Garcia and Dominic Marquez were also detained.
Hands up! Police! All of you!
Walk here.
Go ahead and step toward me.
Ah, you got my hair.
That's right. Mariana, do me a favor, put that stuff down real quick. You want to drop your bag as well?
Um,
You want to turn around?
are you guys gonna grab this?
We'll take care of everything. Don't turn around. Thank you. Thanks for being cooperative with us. Sure. These are going to be really loose on you, okay? So don't do anything crazy and slip them, all right? Where do you want to put your stuff? What were you going to ask me to do?
What do I do with my check? Can you call my mom or something?
Can you transfer?
Can someone help me out, please? I'm up here. Please.
Yeah.
You want your copy? Is that a copy, I'm assuming? Okay, I'll bring it with you.
Mitch, can you follow down to the main?
Go and sit right there. I'll put these at your feet. I'll put the food right here.
As the handcuffs clicked into place, the reality of the situation hadn't fully set in for Mariana, seemingly unaware of the gravity of what was about to unfold in the interrogation room.
Surprised to see me again? Not really. Just to kind of explain a little bit about what's going on, okay? I'm gonna have another detective come in here, and he is going to show you a series of photographs about that other person you told me about, the guy with the sombrero. And he's gonna explain it. He has no clue. He doesn't know anything about this case, so even if you ask him, I just have to use someone that has no idea about the case, present this to you. If you see him, great. If you don't, or not, once that's done, I'm gonna come in and...
Is that gonna happen soon?
Yes, it's gonna happen.
This wasn't actually the first time detectives had spoken with Mariana. Earlier in the investigation, she had been interviewed as a witness, but Mariana was now facing a series of serious criminal charges herself. She was under arrest for first-degree murder, kidnapping, robbery, conspiracy, and tampering with evidence. Caught off guard, Mariana asked, "Can you explain all that to me?" Detectives told her that pulling the trigger wasn't the only thing that mattered. By helping lure Jesus to the meeting, taking part in the plan, and remaining with the group throughout the crime, she could be held just as responsible under the law. They also revealed they had already interviewed the other suspects. According to detectives, their statements largely matched Mariana's earlier account, leaving only a few unanswered questions. It was a clear signal that investigators believed they had already pieced together most of what had happened.
Okay, so obviously they told you, did they tell you what's going on and why they brought you down here? Okay, all right, so you are under arrest. Okay, you have a warrant for first-degree murder, kidnapping, robbery, conspiracy, and tampering with evidence. Okay.
Wait, can you explain all that to me?
Sure. So first-degree murder, because it was planned out. You guys talked about it, blah, 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 all the whole 9 yards. And you were to some degree, a direct participant in what happened to Leno. Okay. I know you didn't pull the trigger, but you were an active participant. Okay. I've talked to everybody else. They told me their story. It pretty much matches up with what you told me, minus a few things, which I'd like to just talk with you about. You guys were talking about taking money, laughing about it, splitting it 3 ways. So.
But I never agreed on it.
I know. But you guys talked about it. It was,
If you're drawn to true crime cases where every lie eventually falls apart, subscribe. That's exactly what we cover here. Knowing the stakes, Mariana began describing the man she claimed was the real shooter. She told detectives he had been introduced as Daniel Garcia's uncle, a Hispanic man in his 40s or 50s with a mustache and streaks of gray hair. Investigators pressed for every detail they could remember, asking where he was picked up, who was inside the vehicle, and what happened before they reached the desert. As the interview continued, Mariana's attention slowly shifted away from the case itself. She began asking how long she might stay in jail, whether she would ever get out, and what would happen next. Detectives reminded her that she was facing the possibility of spending the rest of her life behind bars, urging her to keep cooperating if she wanted her account to matter.
Okay. Did you pick someone up at Filiberto's?
Not Filiberto's.
Or by that area? Okay, not at Philbert, but in that area. Okay. Are you sure? Now's the time to be honest, because once you leave here, we determine you're lying. Because I'm starting to have my doubts.
Yeah. So, do you want me to explain what you?
Yeah, please.
So, Feliberto's is right here, like on the corner of the street at the light, and then you go a bit down, and before like that bridge on Central, before you get on that bridge, it's like houses right there on the corner to this side.
Okay.
So, like right where Feliberto's was, like on that side, but like more down the street.
Okay. Did you cross the bridge?
No.
No? Okay. So, where did you pick him up at?
So, like I said, Feliberto's is right here, and then you go a little bit more down, and there's like a road, and then there's houses right there. And I didn't pass none of those houses, but I parked up right there, like on the corner.
Okay.
And I just waited there, and he was just there. Opposite.
Okay, so you didn't go to any of those houses?
No.
Okay. All right. Who was that?
Who
Who was the guy?
Daniel's uncle. That's what they told me.
That's what they told you? Okay. And can you remember what he looked like?
You could tell he's like Mexican. I think he had like a mustache. He looks like older, like probably 40s, 50s.
Okay.
He has like a bit of gray hair. Probably like small eyes. He's more darker. That's how I found out like he wasn't one of those guys. And his hair isn't long. It's like normal. Like I said, he had his sombrero on.
Dominic, then 17 years old, was accompanied by his mother during the assessment. He remained calm and composed throughout, but provided absolutely no information to the detectives. When Daniel Garcia entered the interview room, detectives already believed they understood his role in the murder. The challenge was convincing Daniel that denying it would only make things worse. They began by speaking calmly before revealing the evidence they had collected, including GPS data, phone records, and statements from the other suspects. Investigators made it clear that Daniel's version of events would have to match the facts. They also reminded him that first-degree murder could mean life in prison, and urged him to explain his involvement with Mariana Gomez and Dominic Marquez. The interview became a psychological battle. Detectives weren't trying to surprise Daniel with one piece of evidence. Instead, they slowly showed him that every path back to denial was already blocked.
Need you to think about this. Okay? Yeah, no, I don't think you're a bad kid. Cam, I got nothing against you. I don't know you. I've never met you before in my life. Okay? But right now is your chance to be honest about what happened. Okay? I know you didn't do that because I've looked at your phone records.
Yeah.
Okay, I have your GPS. So I know you're not telling the truth. Okay? So nothing that we talk about today is going to change the outcome today. Okay? Being straight up. Okay? However, what you talk about, and if you decide to tell me the truth about what happened, that directly is going to affect how your future is. Okay? You are 18 now.
Yeah.
You have serious consequences for when you break the law, any law. Okay? You're an adult now. That means going to MDC in prison. Okay? So I don't think you're a bad kid. Okay? So I know that didn't happen because I know a lot about what happened.
Yeah.
Okay? I do. I'm not dumb. So I need you to tell me what you did that night. Okay? Your involvement with Dominic, Mariana Gomez, and yourself and Dominic. Because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're not dumb. I can look in your eyes. You're not dumb. Okay? I'm not dumb. So I need to know what you did.
Yeah.
What was your involvement in that? Because let me tell you, right now, you're facing a first-degree murder. That's life in prison.
Yeah.
You go away forever. Okay? You're 18. Forever's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay? That is a long time. Okay? So that's what you're charged with, because I haven't talked.
That's what I warrant for?
First-degree murder, kidnapping, robbery, conspiracy, and tampering. Yes.
The interview shifted away from the shooting itself and focused on everything that happened before it. Detectives wanted Daniel to explain how the plan came together. Why was Mariana chosen? Why did Jesus agree to meet her? And what was supposed to happen once he got into the car? Daniel acknowledged that Mariana had been used to arrange the meeting, but he tried to avoid taking ownership of the plan. Detectives kept pressing, pointing out that every step from the messages to the drive into the desert suggested preparation rather than coincidence. Piece by piece, the interview exposed how a personal grudge had evolved into a calculated ambush.
And do what? What does unalive mean? Okay. And you were cool with that? You're there, man. Yeah, I mean, you were in the bag. Like, did you tell anyone? Like, you shouldn't do that? So why was Dominic wanting to unalive?
I don't know.
You do know.
I guess revenge for me, but
Okay.
like,
Did you ask for it?
it's only
You're sitting in the parking lot. It's dark out. You're having Mariana text. Not like when I say you three. Mariana's texting Guido. Okay, what is the plan?
just for him to go meet up with him.
For her to go meet up? Okay. And why were you having Mariana do that?
It's just,
You do know.
I remember,
She's a pretty girl.
yeah, just right when I was saying, but when I used to talk about him, he's a texting.
As the interrogation reached its most critical stage, detectives pressed Daniel on the one moment he kept trying to avoid the shooting itself. Daniel claimed he never looked toward the gunfire and insisted he didn't actually witness the killing. Investigators questioned that explanation, arguing that such a reaction simply didn't make sense. They then walked him through the group's movements after the shooting, asking what happened inside the truck and whether anyone discussed what had just taken place. The interview became less about who fired the weapon and more about whether Daniel's story could withstand the evidence. With every answer, detectives uncovered new inconsistencies, slowly dismantling the version he was trying to protect.
Okay. And what did you guys talk about? What after that happened?
We just talked about our graduation.
After you just saw someone get murdered? Well, you know what happened. Daniel, like, you're literally out there where he got murdered, bro.
Yeah, I heard those happen.
Okay, but you just, when you hear a gunshot, and then I'm sure you saw him.
No.
You never saw him.
No.
How would you not see him, Daniel?
I'm not look at that.
You can.
Well, you could believe me. You can't believe me.
Well, no, I'm just going down. Explain where you're at.
It's like,
Because, like, when I hear a gunshot, right, the natural reaction is to look where the gunshot came from. That's just a normal physiological response. Like, when you hear a gunshot, like, you look.
yeah.
So you didn't see.
That's like your thing. You know, you hear a gunshot, you're a cop, and no.
Yeah, sure.
Me and that. I don't know, just
So you didn't look at all.
no.
Okay. Who got back in the truck?
All of us.
Okay. Who?
Don't know to be my dad.
Okay. And who else?
Thanks.
Who else was in the truck? Mariana Gomez. Okay. Was Guido there? What did you guys talk about? In that truck, right after it happened.
With me and Lambe, we'll just send it.
Okay. What'd your dad say?
Yes.
I want to know about your conversation. What'd you guys talk about? I mean, you obviously, maybe you didn't see it, but you clearly know what happened.
We're just quiet.
But what'd you talk about? Like, you didn't talk about what happened at all?
We're just like, that really happened.
I don't know. I mean, I can imagine.
As the investigation came to a close, the legal outcomes varied for each suspect. Dominic Marquez chose to plead guilty rather than take his chances at trial, receiving a sentence of 22 years. In prison, Daniel Garcia's case was still awaiting trial when the video was released. On the 7th of October 2025, Mariana Gomez Salinas faced a jury. She was acquitted of first-degree murder, armed robbery, and aggravated assault, but jurors found her guilty of kidnapping, conspiracy, and tampering with evidence. The court sentenced her to a total of 31 years in prison. Although Mariana's defense maintained that an unidentified older man was the one who pulled the trigger, that alleged shooter has never been identified or arrested. The three teenagers who helped set the trap, however, were all held accountable for their roles in the crime. Revenge and peer pressure can destroy multiple lives in an instant. Even if you don't pull the trigger, helping plan or facilitate a violent crime can carry life-changing legal consequences. If you stayed with us, let us know in the comments. And if you want more cases like this, you know where to find them.